Hi there, my name is Ian, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, I received an email from the good folks at Super Deluxe Edition out of the UK about the upcoming release of Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair, the 40th anniversary reissue. This comes to you on a single standalone Blu-ray disc, which is a SDE shop exclusive, which means that you'll have to order from the UK if you want it. This won't be available at Amazon or any of the normal retailers. So that is a sticking point for some, and importing is definitely a drag. So yeah, I would recommend that if this is something you love, then it's worth putting the money together for. But if not, then this might not be your thing. However, the goal of this video is to present all of the facts and information about this release so that you can make a educated decision on your own. So first, I'm going to tell you what's included. This is a Blu-ray, and it's one of the 5 formats that they're offering for this 40th anniversary edition. And on this Blu-ray, you get Dolby Atmos 5.1, stereo mixes, plus bonus tracks. Okay, now we're going to take a little closer look. Tears for Fears' 1985 album, Songs from the Big Chair, is being reissued for its 40th anniversary across a number of formats, including as an SDE exclusive Blu-ray with a brand new Dolby Atmos mix by Steven Wilson. The band's second album became a global sensation, topping the US charts and spawning 5 hit singles: Mother's Talk, Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Head Over Heels, and I Believe. Everybody Wants to Rule the World and Shout both reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this is the owner of SDE, I'm assuming, who's writing this article. I co-compiled the 4 CD plus 2 DVD box set released in 2014, a set often touted as a high point in pop reissues, and I'm therefore delighted to be involved again by offering fans an SDE exclusive Blu-ray edition of Songs from the Big Chair, the 4th Tears for Fears release to be part of the ongoing SDE Surround series, after The Tipping Point in 2022, The Hurting in 2023, and last year's Songs for a Nervous Planet. And of course, the deluxe edition that he's referring to is this one here. This is a 4 CD and 2 DVD box set that was released in 2014, and it included a lot of interesting outtakes and associated recordings, alternate singles, alternate recordings, live versions. But most importantly, it included Steven Wilson's 2014 5.1 remix of Songs from the Big Chair. It also included his stereo remix, but only on the DVD. The version that we get included on the CD, which is disc 1 here, I believe is the remaster. For this release, as well as creating a new Dolby Atmos mix, Steven Wilson has revisited his 5.1 surround and stereo mixes that were created in 2014. While Wilson stresses that he's still proud of those mixes, he says that the intervening 11 years working in surround and immersive audio have given me a lot more experience, so I thought it would be interesting to revisit these mixes with fresh ears. Both have consequently been revised for 2025, primarily in an attempt to be even more faithful to the original 1985 album mix. This original mix for me is still definitive, but as a necessary step on the way to creating the 5.1 and Atmos mixes, the 2025 stereo remix is included here as an alternative. Fans might recall that multi-track tapes for both parts of Broken were missing in 2014, and unfortunately they are still missing, presumed lost. A decade ago, a pseudo 5.1 surround version of this song was created using software called Pentio to upmix from the stereo. This worked pretty well at the time, but this time around, more recent advances in the technology allowed Steven Wilson to split the original 1985 mix of Broken into several individual stems, including vocals, guitar, bass, drums, etc. And using these, he was able to achieve a greater degree of spatial separation. Still not comparable with a genuine remix from the multi-track tapes, but at least providing more consistency with the rest of the remixed album. And if you look here, you can see the cover that they're going to use here, and I love the style that SDE uses. All three Steven Wilson audio streams, Atmos 5.1 and stereo, are also available in instrumental form on the SDE exclusive Blu-ray. Below is a summary of the audio streams on the SDE exclusive Blu-ray. So you get the 2025 Steven Wilson Atmos mix, 5.1 mix, high-res stereo mix, and you also get the instrumental mix in Atmos 5.1 and stereo. Finally, you also get the 1985 original high-res stereo mix, non-limited 2022 Miles Showell remaster. Additionally, this Songs from the Big Chair Blu-ray features 12 bonus tracks, stereo only, comprised of all the extended remixes issued in the UK of the various singles, including original and remixed 12-inch singles for many singles, as well as the extended mix of non-album single The Way You Are, which was issued in the UK 15 months before the release of the Songs from the Big Chair album. That doesn't actually say that, but I'm going to fill that word in. This is CD3 of the 2014 box in 48/24 high-res stereo. So basically what they're saying here is that they've taken this third disc here and they've included a high-res stereo version on the Blu-ray, which is a big deal in my opinion, because take the Roxy Music release, for example. There was a B-side associated with that album, Always Unknowing, and it wasn't included. So I was kind of thinking that there weren't going to be any extras included. And now that I know that there's actually an entire disc from this collection that has been ported over, I think that's pretty cool. Now, it does beg the question, could they have done more? Because there's a lot more on this set that's not included. But I'm guessing not. Other formats in this reissue campaign are as follows: a 3 CD deluxe edition, essentially a repress of CDs 1 through 3 from the 2014 box set. And you can also get a 2 LP transparent red vinyl featuring unused cover art and bonus LP of rare alternates. You can get a clear Coke bottle colored vinyl, as well as a vinyl picture disc, D2C only. And I'm not sure what that means. Goes on to say that the booklet and the Blu-ray features track-by-track annotation from Roland Orzabal, Kurt Smith, producer Chris Hughes, and A&R man Dave Bates, taken from my interviews in 2014, as well as a note from Steven Wilson on his approach to remixing the album in Dolby Atmos. And all of those were included in the box set, with the exception of Wilson's new Atmos notes. This Songs from the Big Chair Blu-ray audio is number 52 in the ongoing SDE Surround series and will be released on 14th November 2025. It will be packaged similarly to previous editions and ships with a free, collectible SDE Surround series slipcase. Do not miss out. This product is a limited edition. This product is a limited edition and has a 14-day pre-order window, which closes on the 7th of October 2025. Availability cannot be guaranteed after that date. So you go here, and there's a link to pre-order the exclusive Blu-ray, and you can see here the pre-order page. Now, I did order this, and obviously I'm in the States, so I had to pay a little bit extra to import, and it came out to just under $50. So again, if this is something that interests you, that might be worthwhile to you to check out. But just be aware that it is a little bit pricier because you do have to import it. If you already have this box set, do you need the new version? And the other side of that is, if you buy the new version, can you sell this one? And the answer to the latter question is probably not, because with the new version, you get essentially the new Atmos mix, you get the new 5.1 mix, and you get the new stereo mix, and you get a new remaster of the album. And then also, of course, you get the entirety of disc 3, as I mentioned before, as an extra on the Blu-ray, but you don't get anything else that's included with this package except for the interview, which is in the booklet. So basically, all of the extras, the B-sides, on disc 1, The Big Chair, Empire Building, The Marauders, Broken Revisited, The Conflict, The Working Hour piano version, Pharaohs, When in Love with a Blind Man, as well as the cover of Robert Wyatt's Sea Song are not on the new version. None of disc 2 is, none of disc 4, which has the Richard Skinner session, as well as Live at Massey Hall 1985, None of that's on the new set. And also, the thing to point out is that there's a second DVD with this box set, which has the scenes from the Big Chair documentary, interview with producer Chris Hughes, as well as promotional videos for The Way You Are, the UK alternate version of Mother's Talk, the US version of Mother's Talk, Shout, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Head Over Heels, I Believe, and Mother's Talk again. So you have all the promo videos on this DVD, plus a selection of BBC TV appearances. So absolutely, not everything from this box set is ported over to the new Blu-ray. So I would advise against selling this box set. If you were thinking about getting the new one instead, only get the new version if you are interested in Steven Wilson's new mixes, which means the new 5.1, the new Atmos, the new stereo mix. So I just wanted to be clear on that there's a lot of content on this box set that's not being ported over. So if you don't have the box set, great. But if you do, I would hold on to it. So there you have it. What do you think? You going to pick this up? Let me know in the comments below. I certainly intend to, because I'd like to review it. And the only way to keep tabs on my review, as well as any future announcement or physical media, multi-channel content discussions, is by subscribing to the channel. And I'd be very appreciative if you would do that. You can also like the video. That helps my content to be seen by the algorithm, and that's very important for continuing my work here. So any kind of interaction you can give me, comments, likes, a subscription, is very much appreciated. But until then, it's been nice speaking with you today, and you'll hear from me really soon. Alrighty, bye-bye.